What's up, YouTube? Mr. Llama SC here, and today we're going to be talking about Llama's proposed changes, fixes, hopes, things like that. We did a little bit of a lobby talk prior. Now we're going to talk more in depth on a couple other things. And let's go ahead and do chat in this video. I know we talked a little bit about it with the lobby stuff, so I'll bring up a couple duplicate points there, but then we'll bring up more of chat's functions in game, all of that stuff, right? So let's jump over again. The first point that we're going to bring up here, of course, with chat is, just, what is this? What is this? On top of the fact that you can't even appropriately block them like this, that doesn't even work. You have to type /block or ignore, and then, but then like these bots intentionally put all these in letters, and so one of those is a capital I, one of those is an L, one of those is an I. You don't know. Good luck. Good luck figuring out which one. So now you're going down here to block them, but then, just come on, right? So that's number one. Llama123, Passer123, if someone wants to help demonstrate some chat stuff with this video. Number two, chat still needs to be fixed. And I'm actually going to switch to this right here. So we can have the... I'll move myself out of the way. Chat still needs to be fixed because sometimes you just can't like even see anything in chat, right? It's working right now, but some games, the chat just doesn't even work. Right? Sometimes. You never know. So that still needs to work, especially when you run into issues with like declone spawning. And it won't say that declone is spawning. Yeah, the game will go dark and stuff, but like it won't even say Diablo walks the earth. It won't tell you how many, if an SOJ is being sold in the game or not. Just rough. So that's number two. Number three is linking items. I can't link, I can link these ones, but I can't link items that are behind the chat box, because the chat box is blocking the stash, and so I can't link an item from behind the chat, right? The fourth one is linking items. While very cool, and I love the idea of the linking items, it doesn't always work. And you might get some, it looks like people in this game maybe don't know how to shift plus click an item in your inventory with chat open, everybody. So I don't know why it turns off, what makes it happen, why it breaks, but it'll just start like showing wrong items and stuff. So yeah, it's working right here. Of course it does in the video. But I'm sure everybody's experienced this where you go over and you click to show it, and then it shows like some old item that you've seen before, or something that's not even the item, or anything like that, right? Just very messy and broken, all that stuff, right? I'm sure if we keep demoing it, it will keep breaking. That's kind of my thoughts there. As it'll go along. Right now it's just gonna work here. So just gets very clunky, and somebody will say, is this item worth something? And then it like shows it, and it's a rare, and it just shows like a burr rune or something, and you're like, no, I wanted to see the rare. I don't know. I don't know what causes it. All I know is it just gets broken. So that needs to be fixed. Number four, chat still gets in the way when I'm trying to teleport over here, and at the same time, everybody say stuff. If we get everybody to fill it up, I can teleport all around. But if I right click where there's text, I can't teleport. Even like right here. I can't teleport to right here. Because the lines like extend out. The full body of this text box, like that's an entire line, and you can't teleport to this spot until that text goes away. Which is very, very game breaking. And it just screws you up so much because you'll be teleporting like bail runs and then somebody will be like, hey, what's my mom's favorite food or something? And then you die because you can't teleport again and you're stuck in the middle of Souls. Right? Very big issue. Actually a very big issue. All right. Yeah. Like you die in PvP and things because somebody was typing. Or if a boss talks, Bale laughing, and then you die because Bale was laughing and you were clicking somewhere over in this region. Getting griefed by people talking is like one of the most infuriating things ever. So that's another thing that needs to be fixed. And man, it just chat just like bugs me a lot sometimes. Number 5, you can't see chat when trading with somebody. Ghost Rider, will you accept the trade? So hello, but then the chat is behind it. So then if they're like, you're like, what do you want? You're like having to sit with your chat open, but then you can't like move your items in. You can put it into that slot, but you can't. So you're having to do this game of like bouncing between this and then like trying to look here. Right, but you can't see this because it's behind. And so that just, when it's blocking and everything there, and there we go. Now we got the issue. Here's the rare entropy eye. Oh wait, no, that's an enigma.
This is for you.
And there you go, right? So that's problem number 2, right there. And that stuff just happens there. So not having the trade chat like be on top is very frustrating as well. We also don't need to see the herd text or whatever stuff, I feel like, but that's a whatever thing. All the like sound texts could be gone. I think that actually is a control you can change, but I thought I did change that, and yet I'm still seeing it here. So I don't know. Let's see, we already did you can't do it in stash because it's hiding behind the stash as well, which is annoying. Number 7 would just be the general stuff I talked about in the lobby video, which is the same thing about like your friends list, but then like, you know, you can't /FM and all this stuff, right? That's a very... The friends list missing a lot of its commands is still a big thing. I don't mind bringing it up twice because it bothers me a lot. The profanity filter is pretty harsh, I feel like. Because I feel like if you type like... No, okay, it's going to allow that one. Which one? What were some of the... No. There we go. You can't type bastard sword, and that is literally the name of a sword in the game. Right? Like, and I'm pretty sure if you link a bastard sword in the chat, it censors the link of the item. Which is just oops. So the censoring is confusing. The profanity is confusing to me for the filter. The next one, and this one's a huge one. You can't do exclamation mark to put the text above your head, which is actually massive. Because that's a big thing for like PvP. That's also a big thing for when chat breaks in the game. That's usually the only way that you can actually communicate is by having the text over your head. On top of creating the new boxes and running around and all the fun stuff. But why remove that? That was one of the best features. Everybody loved having the chat bubble above the head. That was just so good. And I remember it lagged the game out in beta, but like, I don't know, it didn't lag the game out in original. I'd say if we can figure a new way to bring that back, I'd really appreciate that. That'd be really nice. I would like that. Number 10. Overall chat was honestly just a lot better in classic LOD. New chat tries to add in some cool functionality like the linked items, which I do like, but so many of the easy classic commands are lost and the new chat is very confusing. It's not intuitive at all. And I really feel like that is the case. Like all of these /away, D2 notify, ignore private, public, whisper, message, online. Like there's a lot of commands. But I mean, even like /channel space join space, for like joining the channels, and then whispering, but like that gets confusing with stuff. And what was another one I was gonna say? When you do like whisper, people like creates a separate channel with the person and stuff. I don't know. It just doesn't feel intuitive. It feels very, And maybe having an explanation text on hover would also be like more helpful to learn it. But like, honestly, I have no clue what D2 notify does. Maybe I'll do it. Player entering /leaving notifications are enabled. Is that for this game? Is that for when my friends enter and leave games? Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's everybody joining and leaving that trade thing. Oh, it's that horrible thing. Turn it off. No. Oh, God. I hated that so much. Did it disable it? No. Notify off. How do I get it off? Oh, jeez. Please not again. Okay, well, now we know what that does. And then, oh, where did I save that? I had a bug where I was literally sitting in my own private channel in a lobby. Oh, there it is. It just was really laggy and delayed, which also is a thing. I was sitting in my own private channel in a lobby, and the spam bot's text started like coming through and was like mashing on top of the text in my channel. It was the weirdest thing ever. It was so strange. So I don't know what that was, but that was some other chat bug. Anyway, sorry. I'm just kind of turning into like rambling with some things. We should get back to the point. The points overall with the chat is I really do miss a lot of the old chat stuff. I also still find it really difficult. This also happened. Yeah, sometimes when you join your own personal game, you start getting spammed with ads as well. So there seems to be some weird crossover with it. But overall, I'm still just kind of saying like the issues are really just kind of a lot, right? The old chat just had so many better ways that it was integrated. Like I say, I appreciate the idea of things like linked items and such. But this isn't even getting into like the lack of channels and all that stuff. That was in our lobbies, so that we'll keep over there. But really, it just feels very difficult to use, and chat is not something that like I enjoy using anytime I'm playing this game. It's frustrating. It gets in the way. It gets in the way of the pictures back here, as well as in the way of, all of this. And so like, it's always blocking things so much, as opposed to, if we're in the old one and, I guess you're using M for messages to see like your old messages, which is great if you want to see your log, but otherwise, your chat's just going to be up here. Hello. And obviously you can't click anything linked here, but like the chat was just so much better being like this, in my opinion, than down here like this and blocking you from clicking stuff and all of those things, right? Yeah. I don't want to beat this anymore. I think I've made my point of the things that are issues with it, some of the things that I'd like changed with it or brought back with it. But I really feel like chat is such a big part of the experience of the game, and it's really one of the biggest frustrations I have. So I really hope that this is something that you guys will consider changing up. Anyways, thanks so much. Mwah! I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts below as well, YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace, everybody.